Hey Fishos, Adam Larard here. Just wanted to make a quick follow-up, really quick, easy follow-up to my first video. Hopefully if you're watching this, you saw my first video and enjoyed it. Thought what better way to do that than just a quick little talk about the outfit, the little Tinney here. Thought I'd go through that with you and just show you what I'm doing in it and how I'm using it and how it's really effective. So, and the other main point I wanted to get across is that if you are someone that just owns a tinny, don't be deterred to go on those impoundments. You don't need a huge boat, a huge flash boat to catch some good fish. Not taking away from the guys that have got some really nice setups out there. I'm just jealous. If I could have a 500 Hornet here tomorrow with a 115 on it, I would. But this is what I've got for now. Hopefully get into a bigger boat later on. But because this is what I set up, I'm running it river and impoundment, and it's doing a great job. So yeah, that's the main angle I'm trying to get across. I fish with a lot with my brother-in-law. He's got a 380, 390 size Tiller steer Hornet. The electric motor on it looks like it should be in a museum. His sound, I remember him buying 10 plus years ago. Basic setup, much like this. But whether we fish together in his boat or we fish separately in both our boats with offsiders with us, I think since we really hooked into the impoundments in 2016, we've got about 18 metre plus cod between our two boats. We only get away a couple of times a year. We don't live close to any major impoundments, so we don't fish a lot. But when we do go, we fish for a decent amount of days. We try and make the most of it and have a fair few days so we can get some results. But had our blinders where we've all caught a few fish and a few metres, and we've had other trips for 4 or 5 days and only one fish in the camp, but that's how it goes. Anyway, I'll show you a few things around it. Like I said guys, super basic, just a nice little casting deck up the front. Keeps everything tidy. I really like to keep the whole deck as tidy as I can. It can be hard, but yeah, keeps everything nice and tidy so it's not cluttered when you do get a big fish on the floor and you need to work with it quick. These rod holders are great. I've seen a lot of rods snapped by feet or fish tails. These actually can be a bit risky with fish tails. You might have seen in my last video, rods took a pretty big hit. Yeah, by a big cod slapping down on them, so you've got to be really careful with those big tails and big clumsy blokes with big clumsy feet. Little console, like I said, keeps everything tidy. It's all in there. Brag mat, bogies, snips, pointies, whatever else leaders, whatever else I'm using on the day gets shucked in there. Battery tank at the back. Ram mounts are really good. That ram ball mount over there takes the sounder. Point backwards when I'm driving, points forwards when I'm fishing up the front. It is a little bit of a pain in the butt turning around to look at that sounder when you're up the front. It'd be nice to have it at my feet, but that's doing the job for the time being. So that's about it. Yeah, so like I said guys, just a quick follow up. That ball mount mounts the head of my electric motor when it's stowed away. Little Tinny on the impoundments, when she's a bit windy, she gets a bit knocked around, so this really helps to stop that Minn Kota head bouncing up and down. But yeah, like I said, 3.7 metre flat bottom punt, catching some good fish, and it's doing the job. One of the really big advantages I find in a small boat, probably not even gives you an edge over some of the bigger boats, is it hasn't got a very big presence on the water. It sits nice and low, nice and flat at brown. It sort of blends in, and the big cod are getting smart in the impoundments with all the pressure they get these days, so it can be really handy to actually be in a smaller boat when you're in that tighter water up the back of bays, trying to be stealthy and trying to get onto the big girls before they get onto you. So that is one good advantage. I've got a Lawrence Elite 7, which is a good sound. I'm learning more about it every day. not the tech that's out there now, but it's probably a better sounder than I thought it was when I bought it. It does the job nice, and got a pretty decent electric. Spot lock's critical in the rivers, absolutely critical in the rivers to have spot lock. I don't find it as important in impoundments as the rivers, but it's great in the rivers. Eye track in the impoundments I'm starting to use more and more. I'm finding it really good. So anyway guys, that was just an idea I had for a really nice, quick, easy follow-up to my first video. Subscribe if you liked it. Got a few more short videos hopefully coming out in the next couple of weeks. A bit less of my ugly mug and a bit more fishing action, so I'll get onto them and try and punch them out as quick as I can. Anyway guys, thanks for watching. Stay safe, have fun, and hope you catch some good fish. Cheers.